What's up, people? Today we're going to be painting the rims on the GTI. So these rims are looking pretty beat up and it's time for a change. The clear coat up top here is just peeling off and it looks pretty gross. We got some sandpaper here, 120 grit, some self-etching primer, and of course our white paints. So the first step is going to be to sand the wheel. So I got this air-powered sander here. Now to complete the sanding process, I'm using just some sandpaper to make everything perfectly smooth so that I can have this ready for painting. Once you get everything sanded down to a nice touch finish, you want to grab your air compressor and just blow off any of the dust. Okay, so now I'm going to mask off this inner gray to prevent from overspray on the white paint here. I've got some painter's tape here. This is frog tape. I have both the yellow and the green variety. And I'm going to be using the yellow to make that nice clean edge. I'm going to fill in the rest of the green so I don't waste up all of my yellow. So now that I got this thing all masked off, it's time to go to the basement where I've got a paint booth and we'll paint it down there. Just putting in the index cards here, just around the beads so I don't paint the tire. Some self-etching primer. I'm putting on 2 coats here. After that, I then do 2 coats of the white paint. And time to peel things off. Looking pretty nice. I want the paint thinner to get rid of the excess paint that bled through the tape. Comes off really easy. Then we finish off with the clear coat. So I went to turn around the car and take off the other 2 tires to finish this off. The problem is, a couple of the bolts are stripped. So now I gotta go to a tire shop and fix that. So much is happening right now. As I was saying, the bolts are stripped, and now I gotta go to a tire shop to have that fixed. But first I'm making a stop at the bank and depositing a couple paychecks, and I'll be balling out. Okay, so $65 later, I got 20 new lug bolts, and they didn't charge me any labor, which was quite nice. But probably because they had a tough time getting the stripped lug bolts off, but they did, and they got it. I started on the side with the unpainted rims, where the strip bolts were, and then they were kind of worrying about the other side, wondering if that's going to be just as hard. They're like, no, that should be pretty easy. I'm painting the rims, and I was able to get those off and put them back on. And then he complimented me on the rims, and he's like, oh yeah, they look sick. So that made me pretty happy, and I'm already getting some feedback there. And even at work, I've showed up to work with half my rims painted, and then they're like, oh, those look really nice, I like your rims, when somebody else thought they were brand new. And I'm like, no, they're the factory rims, I just painted them. So this project is pretty successful so far. Now it's time to get back to home and continue the process.
putting in the center cap. And we're done.
No, I didn't close out the video. First, I want to thank you all so much for watching. It was a blast to do this. If you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like down below. See you later.